Hello, my name's Darren Windsor and I'm Senior Developer here at Image Retail Solutions. And I've been asked to talk to you today about SimplTill and about the rationale behind its development, who it's aimed at, etc. And also give you a quick run through of the software, show you just how easy it is to use. Now basically, when we designed and developed SimplTill, we took the best bits from a traditional cash register and married them together with the advantages of an EPOS system, but without the complications and without the time-consuming processes. And the result was SimplTill, which is designed to be something that you use straight from the box, ready to scan. There's no need for any lengthy training or installation process. It's literally from the box and scanning within 2 minutes. And here's the SimplTill display. As you can see, it's nice and clear display. I'm using it here with the touch screen, and you can see on the right hand side of the screen we've got the touch screen buttons. So we've got the selection of buttons here. Down the bottom right hand corner we've got the total visit balance, nice and clear, and down the left hand side we've got the transaction display, which shows the items as we scan them through. And serving a customer is very, very simple. You simply scan each product, total the visit, select the payment type, enter the amount, and the cash drawer kicks open and immediately brings up the change dialog, which shows the amount tendered, the total and the change due, and you simply tap that to move on to the next customer. Now for items that don't scan, we've got the hotkey button. If for some reason, most items will be barcoded, some items won't, and for those we've got a very simple hotkey set up here where you can simply tap the hotkey and enter the amount, whether it's a VATable or non-VATable product. And of course, if the customer's purchasing any additional items, we can simply scan those through and again total the visit and tender payment. Now 3 optional buttons which can be switched off or on or off depending on the requirements of the retailer are the pay point and the lottery buttons. Now to process a pay point sale, you simply tap the tap the button, enter the amount, and that then is added to the visit just as a normal barcoded item would. And exactly the same with lottery. Of course, a lottery scratch card would scan with the barcode on the back, but lottery tickets we can put through using that button. We've also got a lottery win button that allows us to put through a win, whether it's lottery or scratch card, and the two are kept separate so that we've got separate totals on the Z read for reconciliation purposes, and we simply enter those in there and they come off at the total visit balance, and again we can take payment very, very quickly and very, very easily. Now by default you can have receipts printed automatically after each visit, or we can print them on demand, and to print them on demand we simply press the receipt button and we can page through the day's receipts and simply hit to print the receipt that we've chosen to print. Now coming out of that and moving on to all the standard cash register features, you can see on the next keypad here we've got the void all button, the no sale button or open till as we call it, petty cash so you can record your any disbursements from the till, X read which gives you a breakdown of the takings, and then the Z read button here which gives us more than what a traditional cash register Z read would give us, as we'll see shortly. And the product file button here is basically where we maintain the barcode file of products. Now we run an optional subscription service for SimplTill, which although we pre-populate the database with 11,000 or in excess of 11,000 convenience barcodes, We can also preload over 3,000 news and magazine barcodes as well. And we offer a subscription service where we keep those files updated each week. So we receive a download from the Association of Newsagents and Magazine Wholesalers, and also a convenience file as well, which we maintain ourselves, which can get passed down to your system. So it makes maintaining the system very, very simple. And to edit an item, you simply use that product file button, and that brings up this window here which has all the details on the product. And what we did here was we scaled back a lot of the information which you would tend to find in an EPOS system. We found that it wasn't really necessary in a simple scanning system. We found that a lot of information people didn't have the time to maintain it, so we scaled back the number of fields in the product file quite dramatically. We've got a simple name of the product which appears on the screen and on the receipts. We've got the barcode, of course, which you scan. We've got the department, and we preload all the departments on there for you, so you haven't got to worry about adding your own department. We've got a retail price, an optional cost price. You don't need to put that in, but the system can produce a margin summary if it's got that information in there. The tax rate or the VAT rate of the product, which will automatically change in 2011 when the VAT rate goes up, and you can also manually alter the VAT rate yourself. An optional stock quantity. Now most users of SimplTill won't be running any sort of stock control through this, but they can if they want to, and it helps you keep track, certainly of high value items like alcohol and tobacco, so you can keep an eye on stock loss. You can certainly keep those stock quantities up to date, keep an eye on your staff, and any loss which might be occurring. Also, you've got the option of putting the item into a promotional offer where you can specify a given quantity of the product for a set price. And the promotional discounts run automatically on the system, so when you scan through the required number of the product, it will automatically deduct the discount that's due, and there's no user intervention is required with that. It all happens automatically, so it's dead simple to use. Also, in terms of the age restricted items, if you sell an item which is age restricted, and that's dictated by the department the product's in, so for here, for example, a bottle of wine, the system will prompt the operator to check the age of the customer. And this is very, very important. These days there's very high penalties for underage sales, and the system here helps you prove due diligence. And if you train your staff correctly and show them how to what forms of ID are acceptable, etc., then that's well and good. But this system offers something over and above that, in that any declined sales are automatically entered into the electronic refusal log. The system actually keeps an electronic refusal log for you, which you can then produce to trading standards. If we proceed, obviously the item is then added to the visit, and again we can take payment. Now, moving on to the Z-Read is probably the last thing to show on the system. As I mentioned before, we were looking at the advantages of this system, what it could bring over a normal cash register. And if you look at the Z-Read, if you're able to see it there, we get the normal cash, check, card, voucher totals at the top. We get a sales summary breakdown. We get lottery wins, which shows us the lottery and the scratch card totals. And petty cash, any breakdowns there, any discounts for promotional offers, and then the electronic refusal log, which shows the date, time and employee and the product that was refused. So all that information comes as standard on the Z-Read. And that's basically it. I mean, that's a quick rundown of SimplTill, showing you all the well, most of what there is to the system. As you can see, it's very, very simple to use. Out the box and scanning within a couple of minutes. No training or installation process. You literally plug it into the mains, and there's zero support. We don't charge, or there's no need rather to pay for support. We do offer a weekly download and support service should you want to subscribe to that. but otherwise it's very straightforward.